All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hey, 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 hey. So, welcome to the Spirit of the North podcast. I am one of your co-hosts. My name is Casey. I'm joined by Emil, joined by Derek, and this has been a work in progress now for a couple months now, to say the least. So, before we do introductions, let me just kind of shape this thing and how it forms. So, we are three guys just out of Northern California, so that's where the Spirit of the North comes from. We're from the Sacramento area, most definitely repping Sacramento. I'm gonna let everybody kind of get their piece off. But this initially was an Instagram DMs conversation that, over a span of some months, ended up being a podcast. So we're going to continue to work out some kinks. We're going to continue to figure out how we can iron everything out. But most importantly, we're just gonna have some fun, and we're gonna talk a lot about basketball. We're gonna talk some pop culture, some cultural references. We all grew up in the late '80s, early '90s, so we're '90s babies. So we're gonna throw some of that in there too, and just have a good time. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Coming out of still, it's weird to kind of say it, bro. Coming out of Nebraska. Is it Nebraska?
Hey,
D, what's going on, bro?
after last night's game against Colorado, man, we got to rep
Hey,
hard now.
hey,
You know what I mean? We got to rep
hey,
hard now.
hey.
Yeah, yeah,
Corn husking it
Hey,
up
that,
out here in the
yes.
beautiful state of Nebraska. What's going on, y'all,
I,
man?
Corn pop.
I
Yeah,
was about to hop on and be like this. I was gonna hop on, but they got a smack. So, D, what's your story, man? Give us a little backstory. How we kind of all brought this together, man. How this happened?
yeah, man. So like you said, we've known each other for some time now. On and off mic, so to speak. But this kind of came about from just the group chat talking hoop. We've played with each other respectively. We've talked, basketball off the chat, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to kind of get together, fellowship with each other, and just talk about our thoughts about the game and what we see, man. I'm happy to be here.
No, absolutely, man. I think the cool thing about it is, man, we've grown up together, all kind of our little silos. So one of the things that me
Mhm.
and Derek talked about, and me and Emil talked about a lot too, is yeah, we're gonna talk about hoop, but we're gonna talk about some life stuff too, right? Like just growing up now with kids and teaching them hoop and teaching them the game and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's a beautiful thing though. So
Absolutely.
coming out of Las Vegas, my brother, Emil, what's going on, bro? Introduce yourself to the team.
Yeah. Yeah. What's good? What's going on? Yeah, definitely excited, man, to be a part of this. Like all you guys said, I'm just following the train. We grew up with each other, basketball was a centerpiece of all that. We all played that growing up. So now in our adulthood, in different parts of the country and things like that, we're connected still to this day, just chopping it up about basketball, stats, pop culture, anything. So it was only right to get together and do this and continue to get together in fellowship, man.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. So let me lay it out. So right now we're going to look to try to get this thing off once a week, try to record once a week and put something out there. And over time we'll see, we'll add to it, we'll edit, we'll modify whatever we need to do. If you see kids running in the background, I got two little ones. Derek got a little one. So we're just gonna keep it very informal over here. So
Hey,
all
I,
right,
I just got a cat at
let's
the house. I got a cat. So when I see a cat running around, I got a cat.
all
That's
right,
all. That's all you
so
want to do.
all right, so three young men. Shoot, I mean, I don't even know how much longer we can say young men, but coming
Nah,
out of the Northern California
nah, you got to
streets.
dead that case.
I know you're right. We just three men now. Three men
we
out of
we unks.
Sacramento.
We unks now.
Hey, when do we hit OGs? When do we become like OG status?
I think mid 40s is when OG
Okay,
status is official.
40 plus.
okay, all right.
Yup.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
we
crazy.
unks. We
All
unks.
right,
Yeah,
all right. So let's get into it. Here's what we're gonna kick this thing off with.
it
So
is.
anytime we talk hoop, there's always gonna be natural biases. So I'm gonna give us. We're gonna lay the groundwork. We got two biases. It could be two players, two teams, one player, one team. Um, we're just gonna get it out the way. So I'll kick it off. I'm here for no Curry slander. I'm not. I'm not tolerating no Curry slander. whatsoever. Hey, when I talk about Steph though, like I might be a little bit extra just because I mean, old time, he's my second favorite player of all time. I feel like he's earned it. And on the flip side, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not quite Kendrick Lamar hating, but Joel Embiid he just doesn't do it for me, bro. He doesn't do it for me. I got mad respect for Joel, mad respect, but he just don't do it for me. So if I have to talk about those two, and you're like, damn, Case kind of leaning towards one side, I ain't going front. I low key am a little bit. So all right, Mill, you kick it off next. What's your biases? I kind of know we know what one of them are. So what's your bias?
Yeah, you guys already know, man. We're from the north of Sacramento. Kings. I'm biased. I've been biased since I saw Mitch Richmond play. I just been like that. So I'm gonna hey, I'm gonna root. Hey, I'm gonna root for them. I might throw something way off base and say they may win the championship like out of nowhere because I'm biased. But hey, I might do something crazy like that, you know. So like Kings all the way. I can't really think of a particular player right now, to be honest. Like I'm very just like Sacramento Kings bias, man.
That's how one-sided you are.
Other than that, it's Kings bias.
All right.
Yeah,
that's how one-sided you are. E.
I'm loyal, bro. I'm loyal.
All right, D, where you stand?
Yeah, man. So off rip, I just want to say I'm already opposed to both of y'all, right? Because I don't rock with Steph. All right, I'm gonna get that out the way, and I don't rock with the Sacramento Kings, even being from Sac too. I grew up with a lot of hate for what I'm about to say. My bias is being from Sacramento, and that is none other than the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, and this is pre 2000, right? You was rocking pre 2000, right?
So just a brief background. I was as a young kid watching, MJ like everybody else, was enamored with the way that he played. Thought that his build, right, as a young kid say, he had a GOAT build, right? Paul. Yeah. And so I just thought he was it, And then I saw Kobe Bryant, and I was like, man, this is literally like we're going from
prototype.
The old head to the new. So I was immediately like, man, well, I'm at the right age. I love hoop. I'm gonna just pick my team. You know what I mean? The Kings weren't good at the time, so I was like, all right, well, I'm a Laker fan then, and I've been rocking with them ever since. So,
okay, respect.
So I'm not accepting any. Nah, I ain't gonna say.
There might be some Laker slander on here.
I'm a Laker fan for sure, so I'm a slant that way.
You might get a little slander.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and here's where it contradicts it. All right. I do not, I repeat, I do not kneel at the feet of one Bron James. All right.
He's not the king. He's not the king.
I am not a king slurper. All right.
Hey, Barry said the only King James he acknowledges is the holy word. That's only King James he acknowledges. The holy word,
right?
That's right. King James Bible is what I'm rocking with.
Acknowledges, bro.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna come back to it. I just knew you were gonna get I just knew you were gonna get your JT take off right now. I thought you were gonna get off JT right now. We'll come back to that.
That comes later. That comes later.
All right, here we go. All right, so I got a little activity we're gonna talk about. But before we get to that, I want to test y'all knowledge real quick. I feel like I can name every NBA champion from 1990 to current state. Collectively, do you think we can do it together? So let's go like this. Let's go. Given it's both of us, let's see if we can go champion and MVP. Okay. So we're gonna kick this thing off.
That's tough.
All right. I think so. Starting with 1990.
That's tough.
Man, Case, that's like 30. Pistons. That's 34. How many? That's 34 champions.
Okay. Rock with me though. So 1990, I believe, is Detroit Pistons in 90.
Hey, that's 34 years. That's tough. Yeah.
I think that was Pistons in 90. Joe Dumars was MVP. As either Joe Dumars was 89 or he was in 90. I think 90 was Joe Dumars. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Isaiah that year. 91, Bulls, Jordan. 92, Bulls, Jordan. 93,
Yep.
Bulls, Jordan. 94, Rockets, Olajuwon. 95, Rockets, Olajuwon, pretty sure. 6, 7, 8, Bulls, Jordan. 99, Spurs. Was that Duncan? Did he win MVP? Rick, did he win Finals MVP that first year? Or was it Robinson?
I think that might have been D-Rob.
It might have been D-Rob. Okay, D-Rob. All right. Then we go to 2000. That was Diesel. Lakers. 2001, 2001, 2002, all Shaq. 2003. That was 2001,
2003 was Spurs.
3 Spurs, Tim Duncan. 2004 was Pistons, Chauncey. 2005 was Mavericks.
Spurs. Wasn't it Spurs?
Oh, Spurs. Sorry,
it was Spurs. Duncan.
96. 2006 was D Wade Heat. 2007, I believe, was Spurs again. I think that was Tony Parker year, though. I think that was Tony Parker, that one. 2008 was Celtics.
Yep.
Celtics, Paul Pierce.
The big
2009, 2009 Kobe Lakers. That's when they played. 2010, which we're going to do a whole breakdown of that. 2010 Finals, Lakers, Celtics, which was one of my favorite finals. That was Cole got MVP, but I think Powell could have got it. We'll have to hit on that at some point.
You talking about 2009, right?
No, 9 they played the Magic. 2010 is when they had the rematch against the Celtics. So 9 was Magic. 10 was the year of the Celtics. They had the Game 7 because 2011 was the Mavericks. That was Bron's meltdown year. 2011, right?
Yep, when he went. That was the first Beatles year.
Yep. So Dirk won that year. 2012 was Bron Heat. 2013 7-game series. Ray Allen shot. That's Bron Heat. 2014. Who won 14? 14. Spurs. 14. Yeah, that's when they blew out the Heat because Bron left after that year. Blew out the Heat. Kawhi Leonard got Finals MVP that year. 15 Warriors. Iguodala. 16 Cavs. Bron. 17 Warriors, KD, 18 Warriors, KD, 19 Raptors, Kawhi, 2020 Bubble, Bron, Lakers, 2021 was who's 2021? That's recently. Bucks,
Milwaukee.
Giannis?
Yep.
Okay, Bucks, Milwaukee, Giannis 50 piece. 2022 was Warriors, Steph, which is still one of my favorite runs too.
That redeemed him.
Yeah.
The redemption.
That redeemed him.
2023. 2023 was
They're calling him out offline.
2023 was Jokic, and then 2024 Jaylen Brown, Celtics. Yeah, that's why, bro. So that being said, let's go to 90s. We'll start off with the 90s. Favorite team, favorite player. I'd be remiss if we were all Jordan, right? It was all Jordan.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, there's no, yeah. It was. I mean, we grew up the 90s. It had to be Jordan.
Jordan 90s.
All right, 2000s. Favorite team, favorite player.
Lakers, Kobe.
Which year though? Which year, Kobe?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
I was rocking with leg sleeve, fro wristband on bicep.
Did you have a favorite finals run? The whole mic.
No, I like
you can draw Kobe tapers and shirt.
My favorite playoff run, I guess, for early 2000. So I'll break it up. The Shaq Lakers, and then the revitalized Powell Lamar Odom Lakers.
Bynum.
The
Bynum Lakers.
Yeah. so that Pacers run, the first one, or the one where they I think the first chip.
2001. Okay.
01. Where Shaq got into foul trouble. Now I want to say that was Game 5. I think.
Yep.
It was a pivotal game on the road. Mm-hmm. Shaq got in foul trouble, and everybody was concerned. And Kobe came out and kind of put on a one-man run himself, and then Pacers called a timeout, and he's like looking at the bench like chill, man, like I got this. That's when I knew, okay, this is a dog we're working with here. So that would probably be my favorite right there.
Yeah. What about you, Mil? You got a 2000? You got a favorite team or favorite finals run?
Man, you guys already know the Kings between 2000 2003 against like Shaq and Kobe and the Lakers and things like that. Like just that run, how Sacramento felt, because Sacramento doesn't have anything like that, like a team that exciting to play. Jay Willie, White Chocolate when he first came, but then when he got traded for Bibby, and that run with Weber, Vlade, Peja, the bench squad, John Barry, Bobby Jackson, like to me, growing up, that was my favorite team, like around that time. And taking the Shaq and Kobe Lakers to deep in the playoffs, like 6 or 7 games. And of course, Big Shot Bob. The shot is what really deflated the Kings at that time, but they could have. Who knows? Who knows what it would have did during that time? So Kings, for sure. Favorite player, Weber. That's why I wore number 4 growing up.
We ain't gonna talk about the refs.
I remember that.
We ain't gonna talk about the refs though.
Come on.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Donahue.
Donahue, yeah. All right. So for me, D Wade 06 finals run. Still to me.
I hated D Wade at that point too.
06 final, because he was next. He was next though. Cole was here, but D Wade was next.
Yeah.
And remember we was on the boat. Remember we went on the cruise, and I had the jersey on, bro. Like, I had the jersey on the cruise. So that was my favorite one.
Hey, D Wade kind of changed the game too.
That's a good one.
He for sure did.
He kind of changed the game with like because that was right around the time where the Euro step started to really take hold, right? Like Ginobili kind of established that move, but like this Dwayne Wade was like one of the first ones to adopt it for the Americans.
You're right, he was, and he was explosive though. Like he was explosive out of it too. You know what I'm saying? Like he Euro and bang. So all right, let's go to 10s. Let's go 2010s.
And dunk on you,
Let's go 2010s.
Okay.
Mil, you want to kick this one off? So 2010 to 2019?
2010, 2019. Favorite squad. I'm sad to say it, being a Kings fan. Warriors, to be honest. Curry.
Okay.
Very exciting to see. Like this is the thing. I used to take field trips to the Bay Area to go see Warrior games for free because they were so bad.
At the O?
And for them to turn around and really compete. Yeah. And Mark Jackson drafting them and the way they were built together, like they're all true draft picks. Draymond, Clay, Steph, and all that, and the run they had. And Curry, he's about to reach 4,000 threes. Who did that? Like 2010s, I think Warriors like ran the show to me.
All right, D, let me get mine off and then I'm gonna let you go because I want to see your reaction to this one. So 2010s it was Steph, right? And it was a Steph 2016 year. So remember that's when they lost the final. That's when they went 73-9. But that year Steph was stupid. He was stupid. I still think he was a little bit injured in the finals, but it don't even matter. Braun was still Braun. So my favorite finals. One of my favorite finals is still the 2016 finals, even though the Warriors lost. The Kyrie, LeBron, back and forth, 1-2 punch, and then each game was such it was just high quality basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like even though the Warriors took the L, and I wanted to see Steph do his thing, like that to me, outside of honestly within the last probably 10 years, to me that's the best NBA finals. And at some point we're gonna rank finals histories and whatnot because I got that Lakers Celtics one up there too, but like. That was my favorite year. That Steph 2016 year and then that Warriors 16 year, even though Braun won the chip, like that was just high quality basketball. What about you?
On me?
Yep.
Man, the 2010s to the 2019, Lakers were down bad for a minute, man. Or at least the Kobe Lakers were down bad. This was like, right around the time where he started to get banged up. and then like kind of lost a step. I want to say that was what 2013
Yeah, that 13.
ish
Right.
when he
Yeah,
like went down with
13.
the Achilles. So I can't in good conscience. I mean, Lakers would still be the team, but I can't in good conscience put Kobe in there as player. I think around this time though, I was a huge fan of OKC and Kevin Durant at this point
Mhm.
because
This was the rise. Mhm.
Kevin kind of came in as like that new unicorn. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
player that we never seen before. You know, the knock on him was his weight and that he wasn't strong enough. And not only did he not really put on any weight, but like he still hasn't put on any weight. And
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
still saying.
he's top 15 player of all time, arguably. So I think around that time it would probably have to be KD up until the point where he asked out to go to Golden State, and that's where I had to fall back for a little bit. But KD probably the early 2010s, 2015 range.
I can rock with it.
Good call.
All
Good
right,
call.
we'll do this last one real quick. So because we're only halfway through this one, so we got the Lakers 2020, we got the Bucks 2021, we got the Nuggets. I'm sorry, Warriors 22, Nuggets 23, and then we had the Celtics 24. So we're only in 2024, but thus far, favorite player 2020s thus far. I mean, that 2022 Warriors run was my favorite run, just because I felt like they weren't supposed to get that one, and I felt like, to your point, D, like Steph had redemption, and his whole career low key narrative changed because of that finals, and like he's perceived at totally different, literally because of that finals. And it was a young Celtics team who I felt like the Celtics were better, like on paper, but it was one of those moments as a GOAT, like he saw a sliver and he just took it. And I got mad respect for Steph for that one. So Steph, Warriors 2022. What about you, D?
That was a legacy defining
For
run
sure.
there for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jordan Poole, right?
He was a factor though. He was a real factor though.
He was good. The
Until the
pool
end.
party was in full effect, right?
He was. He was popping. He had Ice Spice courtside and shit.
I would say for me, and their run was short like leprechauns, but probably Milwaukee and Giannis. Like I feel like Giannis kind of came into his own during that run for them against the Suns, and he like just showed how dominant he was. And he kind of solidified himself for me. Now, obviously, some would say he needs to get back there, right? He hasn't gotten back to that level since. But I would say just the way that he plays with so much force, like I think for me, and so much like aggression and dog. He's a part of that new guard of like future goats to me that I think that I'm a huge fan of. I just really like the way he plays.
All right, Mill. What about you?
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets chip and Jokic. All around, just Jokic does everything on the floor. Being over 7 feet, he's like a 7 foot point guard that can score anywhere. And to really lead a Nuggets team, to me, like just how he impacted Nuggets team and made them better and made them compete year by year, and finally finishing it off with the ring, was pretty different. Because we all have our favorite teams, who may win it, different things like that. Nuggets really came out of nowhere, and Jokic over time developed, and became arguably probably one of the best centers of all time, if not top three. Triple double magnet, control, like plays at his own pace. He plays so lethargic. I think people get like tired and bored sometimes, but like he knows the whole game on the floor, a center floor general. So that was pretty special to watch Jokic just lead his team and do his thing, and just to see how skilled he is.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have a conversation about that at some point because that Bucks run, that Nuggets run,
Mm-hmm.
I want to compare those at some point because I low key didn't feel like the Bucks I mean, the Suns was cool, but they were like, were they a legit team out the West, right? Miami was cool, but like, were they a legit team coming out the East? You know, did the chips just fall in the right spot? Like, we'll have to have that conversation at some point down the road. I feel like that'd be cool. All right, so what I want to move on to.
Hold on, Case. They beat the Nets, didn't they?
Sure. Who's that?
Didn't the Bucks beat the Nets?
Yeah, they did. They for sure did. That was the KD Toe series.
Who was on that team?
Well, it was Kyrie. I think Kai was out though, huh? Was Kai out or James?
Kai hurt his ankle that series.
So I mean, that was yeah.
They were the favorites, right? That was the team that was supposed to go, right?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
So, yeah. That'll be we'll have to comp those.
Yeah.
We'll have to comp like those one-offs, like those one-off champions. Just just kind of see what they thought. Yeah. All right. So before we move on to this, we're gonna do a little draft. Right. Before we move on to the draft, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Team USA. Quick thoughts, quick highlights. D, I'm gonna let you kick this thing off. Just overall, what were your thoughts, takeaways? Because we may never see this again. I'm not saying Team USA, obviously, because they play every 4, but obviously this group, our generation, like it almost felt like this was like the end of our GOATs of our age, right? Of our age frame. So overall thoughts, Team USA this summer taking the gold. D, what you think?
Man, during this podcast, I'm gonna speak a lot about legacy. That's what I kind of look to when I'm looking at these guys. I know a lot of these guys like Kevin Durant don't like hearing the word, but that is what I'm going to kind of point to a lot, especially in this specific topic here, because man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, low key, this might have been my favorite Olympic team here. Even more than the Redeem team. Just because, man, like you said, Case, like this is literally the swan song for these guys, man. For LeBron, for KD, for Steph, this was a legacy defining moment for these guys. And who other than them to be the ones to bring it home, right? I mean, with the young talent that they had, with Anthony Edwards, with Jason Tatum, with Joel Embiid, with Tyrese Halliburton, with Devin Booker, with a lot of these young guys who, for all intents and purposes are, the new guard ready to take over. The cream rose to the top, and you saw LeBron be, late captain, right? Late captain, my captain, right? You saw Kevin Durant weaponize himself, right? His first game back, he I want to say was perfect from the field, or maybe missed a shot. And then Steph, those last 2 games, man, we wouldn't have won. We wouldn't have won gold. As much as I slander Steph, I have to acknowledge greatness when I see it, man. And we wouldn't have won gold without him putting those teams to bed, right? Pardon the pun. But man, it was fun to watch. Tremendous basketball was being played out there, and I'm just glad that I was alive to witness that. Can't hear you, Case.
You're on mute.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
You're on mute.
Yeah.
Are you good now? I think. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I need to switch around to charge the pods real quick. Email, wanted to get your thoughts on that one.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, well said, D. What you said. My perspective. Yeah, I can hear you. Are you hear Derek? Case?
Yep, we're good. You're good, bro.
We good? Okay. Yeah. Well said by both you guys. Just the overview. I agree with Derek as far as it being really the most exciting one for me as well. Especially we're like very younger, like so we seen documentaries and all that, but I legit didn't watch Jordan, everybody play during the Dream Team. Like I just knew about it growing up, but us being older now and seeing this and seeing like our generation of like GOATs that are older, and it seemed like they're passing the torch to the younger kids. Like Ann Edwards is gonna be the new face, things like that. Like it was more like a father-son moment. It was like, your uncle at the park, shooting the rock. And be like, I'm gonna show you how it's done, before I pass you the rock. And that's LeBron, KD, Steph. I was very impressed by just how LeBron took charge, man. How he took charge and just really he got them to that point, and then Steph closed it out. And everybody else played the role really well. And I was impressed with Devin Booker as well. I like how he was playing defense. He was doing like some of like the dirty work and knocking down shots. And Devin Booker, I think he's gonna have just a big season next season because of how he played during the USA. So I feel like everybody was either humble if they didn't play or whatever, but also just kind of shifted into a second gear playing for our country and taking goals. So I think you're going to see those players that were on that team. They made the younger players may unlock to a new level next season just for playing in the Olympics.
No, I think you make some good points. There's I'm not gonna lie, this was my favorite one, and I'm not even bashful about it. Mike's my favorite player of all time, but this was my favorite Olympics. I was low-key emotional. Not even low-key, I was emotional when the thing was over. Bro, like that.
You was crying, Case?
I shed a couple tears, bro.
Bro.
Because everything played out so like it was like scripted, right? The Serbia game was perfect. Steph did his thing, kept us in it. Bron was captain the whole time. He let us afloat. KD, when the game was on the line, who's the best bucket getter in our generation? James, Kevin Durant, one of those, but KD did his thing, right? And so this was my favorite one. The three GOATs kind of coming together. And then just looking at the Steph and Bron, just being super analytical. So looking at the Steph and Bron pick and roll, like all the what ifs that were going through my head, like, man, what if these guys got to play together? Like that'd be crazy. And then finally, just the evolution of Devin Booker. The evolution of Devin Booker was huge. I think the perception of Book coming into this was he's just a bucket getter. And for him to pick up full 94 feet, for him to fight through screens, for him to hit the, catch and shoot shots, like I feel like the perception of Book has changed a lot. And we'll get into it at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he pairs up with another star player. Obviously he's with KD right now, but I feel like down the road when KD's gone, I wouldn't be surprised if he pairs up with somebody. I got my thoughts.
You've been working on this narrative for a little bit now.
I see it. Bro. I see it. So, all right, let's move into something.
You brought it up.
Hey, I see it coming, bro. I see it coming. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me share my screen real quick here.
Case, why are you doing that? I just had a quick question for y'all.
Yo.
All right, so we've seen the question pop up online, a hypothetical scenario where the dream team plays this team. But I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about that. Who's winning that? One game takes all. And what's the matchup looking like?
Yeah, so one game takes all. I'm going with 2024, bro. I'm going with 2024. You know what? Honestly, I feel like 2012. What was the Redeem team? Is that 8 or 12?
8 and it spilled into 12, but it was 8.
Okay. So the KD and AD year, I feel like they were a problem too, though. I low key feel like Kobe was kind of like the Bron role kind of now, but without kind of getting into that, I'm taking the 24 team. I think the way the game is played now, like they wouldn't be able to do nothing with the perimeter guys. So
now who's guarding MJ though? Devin Booker's getting cooked. All right.
Yeah. Who's guarding?
Hey, you gonna laugh at me? No lie though.
Devin Cooker.
JT on MJ, bro.
Devin Cooker, yeah.
I'm not saying.
No, you started. Hey, look, you trying to start something right now, man.
JT, what other long wing do you got? Well, you ain't got no long wings like that. So nobody's stopping MJ. We know what it is, right? But who else? Who else getting Magic? What Magic gonna do? Magic fighting around screens, bro? Steph gonna run. What they gonna do with the bigs?
Nah, see, they gonna put Magic. Magic is gonna be on Bron, probably, right?
Bro. Bron ain't taking no disrespect, bro. What Larry doing, bro? He got a bad back, bro. What Larry doing, dog?
Bron going.
Charles was a problem though. Now Charles was a problem because Charles played kind of like the dudes in what's the name? The Sabu. Oh, I'm about to butcher his name.
What is his name, man? I know
I
you're
will
talking
spell it,
about
but
Beignet
yeah.
Wallace. Beignet Wallace. I can't remember his name off the top, but I know you're talking about.
But Charles was the problem, right?
Who's being one?
Man, what is it? Yabusele? Yabusele. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yabusele. So,
no, but real talk. Just to put a pin in it, man. The dream team was amazing, and I know that I'm not here to slander the ex players. I know that's like very popular now, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, like when you look at the grand scheme of it, Magic was out the league, right? He had come back for this. Larry Bird was just like about to retire. So, like, even though, Bron, we would also say is on his twilight, I think, I would take Bron now
over anybody
over,
else,
Larry Bird at that point or Magic at that point. You know what I'm saying? I would take KD now in his twilight over Larry Bird or Magic in their twilight. So I would say this team wins, but, that could just be short-sighted hindsight view,
No, I'm aligned with you on that one. Emil, you align with it too?
Yeah, I'm with y'all too. This squad will beat the past squad. Just the style of play, just how things are different now, and just the shooting and things like that. So yeah, I'm with y'all.
All right, here's what we're gonna roll into. So, kind of talked about this on our debrief meeting. So we're gonna do a quick little fantasy draft. So, Derek, you'll take first pick. Emil, you'll take second pick. I'll take third pick. We're gonna go 5 players each for each team. So you have a full 82, and then you have an all 16. So you're 16 games. So 16 game team. This is your playoff team, right? So this is your playoff team.
Okay.
Now,
you can't pick the same guys?
Nope. So if Emil picks Bron, so Derek, say your first pick was Bron. No one else can touch Bron. And you can either put Bron on your 16 or your playoff team.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, we're each going to have 10 guys, and they're going to be all 10 different guys. Okay. All right. So D, let me make this easy. So D, you're going to go. So we're going to do a snake draft. So how it's going to work is, go ahead, D.
For the playoff team, do they have to be playoff? Like, for example, I couldn't choose Cade Cunningham for my playoff team. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Yeah, so you have your regular season team, and then hey, this is my team. I'm going. They don't have to have playoff experience per se.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But this is the team that you're going with in the playoffs.
Okay.
Okay. So Derek's gonna go. Emil's gonna go. I'm gonna go twice, and then Emil's gonna go. We'll go back around. Okay. So D, you got first
snake.
Pick? The snake. Yep, we're gonna do a snake. All right, D, you got first pick. Who you taking?
All
right.
And where do you want him
at? Let's see here. So I'm gonna build my my 82 roster first. Can you hear me?
You can go back and forth too, D.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick one from here. Yeah, you can put him anywhere you want.
I think I'll go with my playoff team first, and I'll just take him off the board.
Okay.
Steph.
Why you do it, bro?
It's more for strategy than it is for anything
else. You broke my back.
Let me cross them out. Let me cross Curry out.
All right.
I gotta cross Curry out.
Swim me real quick. All right, Mill, you up.
Swim.
All right, man, who you got?
Derek got me strategizing now. I'm looking for playoffs. Let's do Jokic. Jokic is my center in the playoffs.
Jokic for the center in the playoffs? Okay.
Jokic. Yep.
Okay. All right. I gotta get Bron, my forward for the playoffs. And then I'm gonna double back my all 82. Give me Wemby.
Oh,
I was hoping he would fall. He would fall to me.
All right, Mill, you up?
Oh man. Okay, since Derek took Curry in the playoffs. Then I needed a young gun. I'm gonna take SGA as my point guard in the playoffs.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay.
That's tough.
All right, D, you got 2.
SGA and Jokic. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go on my playoff squad, and I'm gonna put Ant Ed as my 2.
You got a nice backcourt.
And then
He does.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a guard for my 82. And I'm looking forward to D Fox this season. Email. I'm gonna have to take one of your guys. I'm going with D Fox.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nah, I see.
He just got a SIG. He just got his own SIG shoe from Steph.
The Curry brand. Yep. First sponsored athlete too.
I probably need to get a pair of the D Foxes. Playoff is good for now. Let me go regular season. Guard for 82 because I believe in him. If he stays out of trouble, I'm gonna go Ja Morant as my point guard for 84, 82. This is gonna be his redemption. Okay. He has to.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go. I'm trying to create a good, well-balanced team here. I like what I saw though. Okay. I'm gonna go for my all 82. I'm gonna go Luka Doncic. Most would probably put Luka in their playoff, but I got Bron, so I gotta create balance. So I'm gonna go Luka, and y'all tripping. I gotta go KD, bro. I gotta go KD. I gotta have 2 GOATs. KD can play with anybody, so I'm gonna rock with KD. All right, Mill, who you got?
True. Let me go with. I'm trying to think. If he stays healthy, but you know about the playoffs, my small forward is going to be Kawhi Leonard for the playoff team.
Playoffs? That's a solid pick, though.
The Claw.
We know what he does in the playoffs, though. All right, D, who you got back to back?
All right, so I'm gonna go with AD as
we know he does in the playoffs. That's why he's gonna play there
for playoff team.
I like that one. Yep.
And then you know what? I'm gonna go for my 82. I'm gonna go Paul George for my 3.
Okay.
You know, I need a two-way. I need a two-way 3 and D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, Mill, you up?
Yeah. Got to keep it for the Nutty North. Go ahead and put some bonus on the 82 for me.
Okay, Domas. You know he's gonna play.
I don't like him too much in the playoffs, but I like him.
He's an Iron Man in the regular season.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right.
He is. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna go for all 82. Give me first team All NBA, Jason Tatum. First team All NBA. All right.
He was getting cooked in China.
Oh, hey. All right, what's nothing worse than Klay Thompson, though, bro?
Like this.
Ain't nothing worse than Klay Thompson, though, bro. And then my point guard. I'm gonna go point guard. Playoff team. I'm gonna go Drew Holiday.
See, that's your. Hey, this is chess, not checkers, y'all. This is chess, not checkers. I like that.
All right, Emil,
just because how I feel about JT. Just because I feel about JT. They're go head to head. Put JB on there as my small forward, 82. Jaylen Brown, that's my small forward.
Okay.
I want to see them go head to head.
Man, now it's starting to get tough.
Now
it's starting to get tough.
It is.
I think for I'm trying to build up my little 82 real quick. So let me go ahead and get let me get D Book as my 2.
That's what I was about to take next too. So I'm glad you took him.
Yeah.
That's solid.
And then it's me again, right?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Snake. Yep.
Let's see here. Sorry, y'all. Now I'm
you're
trying to
good.
see what's left.
This is fun.
No, you're fine. Yeah, this is getting tough. Take your time. It's getting tough. Because y'all took all my players on my little list. So
let me go with. I'm trying to find somebody that offsets AD. You know what I mean? But let me go with. You know what? Let me take for my playoff team. Let me take Chet at my 4.
Ooh, okay.
Let me put him at 4.
I like that.
And let him stretch a little bit.
Okay. He'll protect the rim too.
Literally.
Yep.
Literally.
All right, Mill, who you got?
Is it mine?
Yep, it's on you.
I'm surprised you guys don't like. I'm going straight hard in the playoffs. I'm going with the Greek Freak at power forward in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I was thinking about him.
I was thinking about him. We for sure miss Giannis.
Him and AD, they both can't shoot. So
I was thinking about him offsetting Jokic.
All right,
exactly.
Here we go.
No, I know.
All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Y'all put me in a bind, but
yeah.
I gotta go with Joel. I gotta go with Joel. I gotta go with Joel Embiid for playoff center.
Hold on.
Like, yeah, I got.
Derek chose Steph, and you chose him.
I know. I had to do it. All right, I'm gonna go with Joel, and then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go. You know, we just gonna stretch the court. I'm gonna go Kyrie Irving. So I'm gonna go Luka and Kyrie. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go Drew and Kyrie. We got a small backcourt, but Drew can lock down. So, all right, Mill, you up?
Let me complete my playoff squad. It's a bit everywhere. I'm trying to think of a shooter, but
you don't want. What about LA Fitness Klay Thompson, bro?
Shooting guard is tough. I'm trying to think of a shooting guard for playoffs. Man, lock clamped. No, I'm not taking Klay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
crazy.
Klay. You gotta redeem yourself.
That's crazy.
Oh, sheesh. And you know what? Because you guys are inspiring me with this crazy backcourt in the playoffs. Let me go 1.5 south of Sacramento. Go to the Bay Area. Let's go Dame time shooting guard in the playoffs. Dame time shooting guard playoff team.
All right. D, you got 2.
Yo, I'm surprised nobody has taken Kyrie.
I did.
At all.
I took him.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah,
all right, I'm asleep.
Yep.
My bad. I'm asleep.
No, you good. You good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
He did. No, he did. No, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, playoff Kyrie is different. He is.
So I need some forwards here. So I'm just taking a look at who's available still. You know what? For my 82, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna flip it up a little bit. I'm gonna go with Lauri Markkanen for my 82 as my 4-man. I'm expecting him to have a solid season here, whether he's on Utah or not, right?
Yeah.
Whether he stays there or not.
Hint, hint. He's about to get traded.
And then for my playoff team, I am going to go with. It's a bit redundant, but I like the shooting with Steph, the over the top shooting with Steph. So I'm gonna go with another dog, another proven playoff player, and I'm gonna take Jimmy Butler, man. I'm gonna just go with him.
Okay. I was about to swoop Jimmy too.
My playoff
Okay.
team looks a little sick. I can't lie.
Jimmy
It looks a
Bucket.
little sick, but I'll rock with it.
All right, Mill, who you got?
I'm only picking this off potential, and he probably won't do the 482. He might do 41, but I'm gonna do Zion Williamson as my power forward.
Okay. Ozempic Z.
The Wall of China Zion. The lost weight. The lost weight Zion. The Wall of
You
China
talking about
Zion.
the winded
The
side.
winded side. All right, here we go. I'm gonna finish it up here. I'm gonna go.
Bro, it was like 1,000,000 feet elevation, bro.
I'm gonna go Jalen Williams for my 2. For my full 82. And then I'm gonna finish it up with Paolo Banchero.
Oh man, I forgot about Paolo, honestly.
Hey, I'm liking my 82. I'm liking my 82 right now. Hey, Emil, who's your last guard?
Yeah. Your 82 is nice. My last guard. I'm gonna go to the Mecca, son.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
That's my 2.
Okay. Hey, we about to bully
Him
y'all.
and Ja are
We about
gonna
to bully y'all.
Oh, Brunson, bro. Put Brunson on the guard.
Yeah, Brunson. Okay, hold on. Autocorrect. Got me.
Yeah, it autocorrect it.
Hey, we about to take y'all. We taking y'all to the post, bro. All right, D, who you got? Who's your center?
Hey.
So for my last pick,
Zion takes up the whole post.
That's true.
For my last pick, I'm gonna go with Alperen Sengun.
The librarian.
Yeah.
Sengun.
I'm gonna have him initiate the offense.
Nice, bro.
Okay, you gonna run offense around him?
He going 50% of offensive initiation goes to Alperen.
Hey, like how Anthony Mason used to do.
Yeah, exactly. Just get right to it off the break.
All right, so here's how that was fun. I'm gonna keep those so we can take a look at those down the road.
That was nice.
Here's how I want to finish up with a couple hot takes. Sorry, not hot takes. We're gonna go more rapid fire, so quick responses to a few things before we get out of here. This has been fun. All right, so quick hot take. So we're gonna go 30 seconds or less. Just kind of give me your thoughts. We're gonna move over to a little bit of some pop culture / entertainment for a bit. The other day, Marlon Wayans was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and it had me thinking, like, that might be literally the funniest family of all time, right? But who was the funniest Wayans brother? Who was the funniest Wayans brother? So Derek, I'm gonna kick it off with you. You know, we got. Let me pull them up just to make sure we all know. Let me see the Wayans family. Let me do them some justice real quick.
They're definitely the royal family of black comedy, right?
For sure. All right, so let me share this real quick. All right, so we got Keenan Ivory Wayans, which from A Living Color, some scary movie. We have Damon Wayans, My Wife and Kids, Major Pain. We got Damon Wayans Jr., which is his little one. I think it's his little one. Yeah. Dance Flick, New Girls. He looked just like his dad. Kim Wayans, who was in Don't Be a Menace, and Living Color as well. You got Damien
in the house.
In the house, yeah.
In the house. Yes.
Tonya. She was Tonya.
Damien Dante Wayans, Malibu's Most Wanted, Dance Flick, My Wife and Kids. And then we got Sean. We know Sean. And we got Marlon. We all know Marlon. So Derek, who's the funniest Wayans?
Man, so my pops would kill me if I didn't say that Damon Wayans wasn't the funniest one, man.
Damon
And
Wayans.
to me, I think Damon, just off resume, like he did stand up. He was hilarious on In Living Color. He was probably my favorite on Living Color. Homie the Clown is a GOAT level character. And Major Payne is in my opinion a black classic.
A hood classic. Yeah,
so I'm gonna go with Damon.
Classic.
All right, Mill, what about you? Uh-oh. Emil, can you hear us?
It's tough. No, I didn't lag. I'm thinking. I have to go throwback. He's also my fraternity as well. Keenan Ivory Wayans, I believe.
Yeah.
He jump started everything, man. He's an OG. Like he started off The Living Color. He put so many people on. He wrote the sketches. So I mean, he was funny writing them sketches, for everybody in their pocket and lane. A Low Down Dirty Shame. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah,
get you, sucker is hilarious.
Yeah. So Keenan was like, he was the OG. He got them started off. But yeah, I think Keenan.
All right, honestly, I gotta rock with you, Derek. Damon Wayans is the funniest one to me. Damon Wayans, I feel like Marlon's close, but sometimes Marlon was a little bit extra to me. Mm-hmm. Sean was always suspect. Sean was always suspect. Mm-hmm. Damon, I felt like was the most balanced. He did commercial TV. Yeah. He did movies. Like I feel like, they're all funny. Let's pay homage. They're all funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Damon. All right, last thought before we get out of here. Kendrick Lamar just got the bid for the Super Bowl in New Orleans for 2025 Super Bowl. So this upcoming Super Bowl. Again, this is in New Orleans. Why didn't Lil Wayne get the bid? That's number one. Number two, does Lil Wayne come out to Kendrick's set? And if he does, how's Aubrey Graham feeling about that? D, what's your thoughts?
So first question. I definitely think, well, it's multifaceted, right? But I definitely think in part there's some pettiness with Hove, right? Right. There's still some unsettled animosity between Hove and Weezy from their back when they were in their playing days, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but I've always felt like there was something there. Even if Weezy says that The Rock tried to sign him, or even if Hove admits that he wanted him at one point, I think there was something there. But two, I feel like K-Dot moves the needle the most out of any hip hop artist in the game right now, not named Aubrey, right?
Yeah.
And I just imagine they probably put a bid in, and it was something that they couldn't refuse, right? I mean, he has Not Like Us been on the top. They've been in the top 5 for how long now?
Does he perform that at the bowl?
Now that is the question, right?
I heard you like him young. Like, wait, what? Like,
nah, you know what? I think
they got to mix it, right?
I think this confirms that he's got a project. He'll probably have a project out by then.
Got to. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to hear no K-Dot Super Bowl if he ain't got no new stuff.
Right. I'm not trying to. We saw it at the pop out. We I love all of the old joints, but I would definitely love to hear what he's got cooked up. But to answer your last question, I don't think Weezy. I already saw that his management team or his engineer, somebody came out with like a disappointed IG post. We basically we got to put ourselves in position to make our own decisions, is what they said. So I think that they're definitely salty, and I don't think Wayne goes against Drake on the Super Bowl stage. I think that would be foul. So I think that's not a possibility.
Okay. Emil, quick thoughts on you. What you thinking?
Yeah. I was listening to y'all. What y'all was saying. Read the question again. Your first and second question.
Yeah. So first question
Tell me what your question was again, Case.
Kendrick got the bid for the Super Bowl. So one, why don't you think Wayne got the bid? Because it is in New Orleans. And then two, does Wayne come out on Kendrick's set? And if so, how does Drake feel about that?
Kendrick got the bid because just the whole the battle with Drizzy, like we all spoke about it offline. It was the biggest type of rap beef, that like in our current time, that competed with other rap beefs. That's why he got the bid. Just the OG in me and us growing up, like I think a dope concept would be if they had like all New Orleans, Louisiana artists. But Super Bowl is too corporate and big. But I would have the Hot Boys on there. I'll have a little Boosie, Webby, whoever else.
Hurricane Chris.
And have battle the bands. Hey, have battle the bands down there, like the classic bands, like have it really hyped, like New Orleans bounce style, because that's their culture, but it's too corporate. Wayne is not gonna be on the stage. He's loyal to Drizzy, so he has to take that L in his home state. But Lil Wayne likes the Packers anyway, so
yeah. So
he don't care about being on the stage in New Orleans. Probably.
Michael, my quick thoughts. Emil trying to turn this thing into like Essence Fest, bro. You trying to get everybody to come out there.
Invest Fest.
My quick thoughts. I feel like Wayne got swibbed. I feel like, but he's very in a sense of Kanye. He's too risky. They've seen Kendrick on the main stage. Kendrick he can tighten it up, right? I just don't want to see Kendrick without a new project. I ain't going for it. The Pop Out was dope. Everything else was dope. He just performed with Dre a couple years ago, so I'm not trying to see that same thing again. Like, you got to give me some new stuff. Now, I low key think Wayne coming out.
Yeah, facts.
I low key think Wayne's coming out. It's gonna be interesting. But I think Wayne makes an appearance at the Super Bowl. I really do. I don't know how. I don't know what that's going to do, but I think he makes an appearance. So we'll see. But
somebody made a good point though, because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans in 2013, I believe.
The Beyonce one, the Niners Ravens, yep.
And that was when Weezy was kind of more in his peak. So I'm like, man, he definitely ain't in his peak right now. Now, whether or not as a legacy act, you feel like he has that cachet that may or may not be. But I think if we're talking like his apex, if he didn't get it back then, he for sure ain't gonna get it right now.
That's true. Yeah, that was
a good point.
That was right around that.
You're right. That's a good point, bro. You're right. That's a good point.
So, all right, fellas. Hey, this has been fun. First one in the books.
Yeah, that's a good point, D.
We'll link up soon and talk to y'all later. All right.